and I'm not complaining. Believe me, I know I'm blessed. I know we're lucky to have this job, because I could be digging a ditch somewhere. So I'm very thankful. It's just that sometimes it just takes its toll on you, and you're just sitting there exhausted. But I got to meet some cool people. I met Mariah May.
Oh,
yeah, I met her. She was in my area. I met Billy Gunn's kids, the boys. They were really nice. Who else did I meet?
The Gun Club.
The Gun Club. Yeah, I saw a lot of my friends that were there, and I posted all the pictures. So if you're
Shelly, you got to see Shelly.
Oh my God, I got to see Shelly. It was great. We got to hang out for maybe like a half hour after I went up to her room, and we hung out, and we just, got to talk and stuff. I hadn't seen her in years. I talked to her, we keep in touch all the time, but it was nice to physically hug her and see her. And so that was fun. A lot of my ACW boys were there, and it was a good time. It was a really good time. I just wish I had more oomph in me, and I wasn't so exhausted every night, because honestly, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I felt like I was 90 years old.
I'll tell you, it's funny. I watched a video about 4 or 5 days ago of somebody. Remember when we went over the prices, the crazy prices of the tickets and the experiences of WWE? I watched a video of somebody who paid the $38,000 or whatever the hell it was for the John Cena experience and all that stuff.
How was it?
If anybody is on drugs and spends money, that's what they would buy. What a waste. Holy shnikes. Oh my God. Like, you get escorted everywhere. They let you do, remember we said, for that kind of money, they should let us point to the sign. Yeah. Well, they let you do an entrance. Like, you can come through and pick whoever you want to come through the stage to their music and their graphics and everything. Like, they give you that kind of stuff. And John Cena literally just came in, spoke. You got to do like one of these little pictures with him, and that was it. And Bret Hart did. Yeah, and Bret Hart didn't even show up.
No way. So it's for $25,000.
Yeah.
You didn't even eat lunch with them?
Like, he just mingled for a couple minutes, and you took a picture in front of the backdrop. But it's just funny, all that stuff you're saying, and we watched that. We talked about that thing in one of our videos. It's just the experiences that were so abundant over that weekend. It's incredible. So from WrestleCon to the WrestleMania experience, did you hear people going back and forth and saying the comments about the WWE side versus WrestleCon? Because I heard from the things I watched about the WWE world, it was just lines. It was lines to get in here. It was lines to wait there. And it was just so expensive.
Yeah.
So what did you hear on the floor at WrestleCon?
Well, first, let me say I was disappointed because I did see a little bit of John interacting with the fans, and I thought he should have stayed in character.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He was like the baby face Cena, and I guess he was being nice because they're paying all this money, but I think he should have taken a page from MJF and just stayed in character and was a heel to everybody, because it kind of just, I think it just lost something for me. I would have rather seen him be mean to everybody, but in a fun, playful way.
Right.
So with that said, I was asking people who came to the table, I was like, because there's a lot of foreigners, a lot of people from, we had a lot of UK, we had a lot of Japan, just Australia. There were a lot of people from all over the world there. And mainly those people come just for WrestleMania. Right. And they make it a whole to-do. They stay for the whole week. They make a vacation out of it. So the consensus was everybody that I spoke to enjoyed the show. I didn't really get anyone who said, it wasn't worth it. I mean, there were a couple people in the nosebleeds that were like, we just did it because it's WrestleMania. And I get it. I understand that. 50-50 on like, do they still call it access? The fan
No, it's
experience.
It's WWE
World. Okay, whatever it's called. We had some people. They were like, yeah, we went over there and then we came right over here. A lot of people said they skipped that entirely and they just did WrestleCon because it was too expensive with the tickets to do, the meet and greets as well. And you get more bang for your buck on the WrestleCon. There were people who just came for WrestleCon and were skipping the show because they had a bunch of WrestleMania parties, watch parties. So they were doing that instead. And like a lot of people said, why am I going to pay to watch a monitor? Like, I don't care if I'm in the building. I'm not going to pay to watch a monitor. I'm just going to come here, eat some food and watch it with my friends. And I was just like, well, that's a good idea, So, but everybody who did go did like the show. It was awesome. Okay, well, who's your favorite match? What did you like about the show? Any negatives? Blah, blah. We're just trying to make conversation, seeing what they liked and what they didn't like. The overall consensus was they thought it was great.
Right.
So for those people, it was worth the money. I did not hear anyone say, oh, it sucked, except for you.
No, I'm not going to say it sucked. I loved, everybody shit on the John Cena.
We'll talk about who you liked and who you didn't like. We're still. Just with
the WrestleCon stuff again. What I've seen with all the pictures and everything, like you said, Friday was very busy. It just seems like every year people just go back and maybe even meeting people again 2-3 times and. It just seems like the meet and greet industry and the products, just the more coming and they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's incredible to see as somebody who's been around it literally since I was a child and now as a older child. I can really I can vouch for the growth of this industry. It's incredible to see it, but it comes at a price too to see that a lot of regular people are also priced out. Did you see where was there a lot of young kids there at WrestleCon or was it still just, your regular hardcores?
No, there were kids that were there with their parents walking around because they were doing WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Right. So they brought the whole family. There were a lot of ECW people, fans, representing with the shirts. So, Shane and I got a lot of, we miss you guys. We got a lot of, we just started watching you because of WWE putting you on, what is it, Peacock or whatever. So we just started watching and we're at the Halo incident or we're seeing you in mixed tags or they're going over angles with us. And so that was fun to talk to these people because these are younger guys and they always say, well, we weren't around for the first go of ECW. I go, well, yeah, I can tell because I can be your mother. But, everybody was super respectful, very, very kind. And we tried to, again, give them their moment to where they can turn around and say, man, that was so worth it. There was this one couple originally from Hawaii. They moved, I believe, to Seattle, and they came and got combos with us and stuff. And so we talked to them for a little bit. We try to talk to them until somebody else comes in line, and then you got to kind of push them along.
Hit the road.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 hours, I had to tell Shane, you got to cut it short because the line was going into other lines, and Shane can talk.
Oh, he can.
And I would have to stick something in his face to move the line along because Bambi's like, okay, we got to get this moving. But if nobody's behind you, we don't mind talking because And so, long story short, this couple was so sweet. We took the pictures and we gave them hugs. They forgot their photo. And so the whole day I'm going, I think his name was Ian. And I'm going, Ian. And I couldn't find him. About an hour and a half later, they come back to the table. And I said, oh, I'm so happy you're back. And they said, well, We just came back to tell you that you were our favorite part of the day. You're the nicest couple we met. We love ECW. And I go, well, did you also come back for this? They didn't even realize they forgot their picture.
Oh,
and it was just like, it was good that they came back because, you know, they spent the money on it. And the guy goes, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I forgot it. So I gave it back. Then they ended up staying with us another 10 minutes and chatting until somebody else came. But, you know, you try to give them their money's worth because they picked us to talk to, which I find it's great. You know, I'm very flattered, very humbled by it. And we just tried to give everybody a good experience. So I love WrestleCon. I hope we do it again next year. Hope we can go to New Orleans, you know, and it was great experience for us. We love doing this kind of stuff. So
nice.
Yeah, it was a good time. Hey there, it is the Queen of Extreme, Francine from ECW. Do you want to see more of me? Click over here to watch another video, or click over here to listen to my podcast. And as always,